Lara Croft will be taking a little bit longer to raid her next tomb, Pokemon will soon be literally coming out of the woodwork, and Halo 4 is taking multiplayer to infinity and beyond. All of this today on the 100% Error 37 free Hot Off the Grill. Hello and welcome to the May 19th installment of GamerNode's Hot Off the Grill. Senior Editor Jason Fanelli here, counting down the days until the Super Bowl of Gaming E3 2012. There's plenty to talk about today though, so let's get right to it. Lara Croft will not be returning in 2012 as previously thought. Crystal Dynamics head Daryl Gallagher addressed the public on the Eidos community forum, announcing Tomb Raider's delay to the beginning of 2013. Gallagher said, quote, "When Crystal Dynamics first set out to reboot the Tomb Raider franchise, we had two main goals. The first was to create a modern Tomb Raider game that would surprise gamers, and the second was to make this the best game of our careers. We truly believe that we have something special on our hands, but our priority now is to deliver the highest quality game, so we have decided to move the game's release date to the first quarter of 2013. What the hell is going on here? Why is everyone clearing out of this holiday season? Delays are one thing, but big titles like this and BioShock? It's hard to consider this a coincidence, and there's only one title I can think of that would cause delays like this. Could Grand Theft Auto 5 be hitting this fall? We'll find out soon enough, but for now all we can do is pout about not being able to hang out with Lara for a little while longer. Nintendo announced two new Pokemon apps for the 3DS this week, Pokédex 3D Pro and Pokemon Dream Radar. Pokédex 3D Pro is a full Pokédex at players' fingertips, detailing all of the over 600 Pokemon available. Stats, strengths and weaknesses, learned moves, it's all there, which is great. But all that AR scanning I've been doing for Pokédex 3D has now been rendered useless. Great. Now, Pokédex 3D Pro is cool, but Pokemon Dream Radar? That's the main event. Dream Radar is an augmented reality game that will allow players to catch Pokemon and add them to their saved games in this fall's Black version 2 and White version 2. That's right, catching Pokemon in the real world will soon be possible. How awesome is that? I could be walking through the neighborhood and find a Spearow in a tree or a Pikachu in the street. That's something I wanted to do since I was 10. Yeah, moving on. There's all kinds of combat about to be unleashed on players this week, so whether you prefer dragons or soldiers, mosey on over with your glass and let's find out what's on tap. Capcom's most ambitious title to date, Dragon's Dogma, roars into stores this week. This action RPG looks to challenge the throne currently held by games like Skyrim and Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning. If Modern Warfare is more your style, Ubisoft brings the future to you with Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Finally, PlayStation Move exclusive Sorcery, which first debuted at E3 2010, finally sees the light of day on Tuesday. 3 games are all longing for your gamer dollars, so which will you choose? Microsoft lifted the veil on the multiplayer offerings for Halo 4, and it looks like 343 Industries is taking Halo to infinity and beyond. Officially called Halo Infinity Multiplayer, the component centers around a hub known as the UNSC Infinity, a giant starship where players will customize their characters and enter matchmaking. It sounds like this will be a full environment that players can walk through and enjoy, which sounds awesome. Competitive multiplayer is called War Games, but that's all we know right now. And cooperative multiplayer is called Spartan Ops. This mode will continue the story of Halo 4 through weekly episodic content. Each week a new cinematic episode of Spartan Ops will play on Xbox Live, and the missions in Halo 4's Spartan Ops mode will be based on that week's video. Weekly episodic content? An interactive central hub? Sounds to me like Microsoft is going all out with Halo 4's multiplayer, and they haven't even detailed the War Games component yet. Halo fans have a lot to look forward to. The annual THQ investor call took place this week, and the embattled publisher had plenty to say. They announced that the South Park RPG that debuted in January has also been delayed to the beginning of 2013, joining BioShock Infinite and the previously mentioned Tomb Raider. While this is unfortunate, the big news was still to come. THQ is looking to sell Tomonobu Itagaki's next project, Devil's Third. THQ CEO Brian Farrell explained, saying, quote, "The profitability profile for Devil's Third no longer met our internal threshold, and we are currently in discussions with third parties regarding the future of this title." Another week, more bad news for THQ. With Darksiders 2 on the horizon, as well as Company of Heroes 2 and the next WWE game soon after, I can only hope that THQ can bounce back from that which ails them. Otherwise, we may soon be saying farewell to a prominent publisher, which will be incredibly sad. It's time for more gazing into the future, as today I take a look at what Nintendo may have to offer at this year's E3. Gaze into my crystal ball for week 3 of Nostra Jason's E3 2012 predictions. Going into this year's show, Nintendo is burdened with the highest expectations of the big three. Wii U debuted last year to heavy criticism, so much so that the Big N is going to relaunch it this year. Wii U needs to really impress in order to make an impact, but Nintendo knows what they're doing. Expect a full range of Wii U titles, both first and third party. Rayman Legends, Darksiders 2, a new Super Mario game, possibly Super Mario Bros. 4, and the next project from Retro Studios, which I'm calling now as a massive entry in the Star Fox franchise, will all be a part of Nintendo's show. 3DS won't be ignored, however, as new Super Mario Bros. 2, Luigi's Mansion 2, and, another bold prediction, a new F-Zero game will be detailed. Finally, the show will end with the official reveal of Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U, showcasing the connectivity that Satoru Iwata alluded to last year. If their show resembles this prediction at all, there's no reason to think that Nintendo won't wow us in 2012 like they did 2 years ago in 2010. Alright, time to close up the kitchen for this week, but tune in next time for more hot and spicy news, hot off the grill, as well as my look at the third-party presents at E3 2012. Thanks for watching, everybody.